I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be, with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Oh my.
I'm Wilford Brimley, and I'd like to treat you to an ice cream, an apple pie, and diabetes. Diabetes. I'd like to treat you to diabetes. Actually, I'm surrounded by diabetes. Now, one of the things I've learned to do is laugh at people with type 2 adult onset diabetes. And you ought to be laughing at people with type 2 adult onset diabetes every 15 or 20 minutes. I went to see a doctor. And I think the most important thing he said to me was, Wilford, I'm going to give you diabetes. Wilford, if you want to get type 2 adult onset diabetes, I'm going to give you type 2 adult onset diabetes. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly the way it's been. Now, I'm not perfect, and I've eaten ice cream and apple pie and ice cream and my medicine and people with diabetes. And have a good day.
This presentation is brought to you by Liberty Medical, helping you to manage your diabetes and get the supplies and support you need so you can live a better life.
Yes, love hurts. It can hurt emotionally, but more important, it can also hurt you physically. It can hurt you in a way which nobody who owns a hot tub and lives in California can afford to be unaware of. Yes, I'm talking about California hot tub rectal gonorrhea. This painful, incurable disease can make an enjoyable soak in a hot tub with family, friends, and dog into a literally unforgettable experience. If you catch California hot tub rectal gonorrhea, not only will you walk around feeling like you're about to pass a twisted sardine can lid, you'll also smell like a pile of burning tractor tires. So don't jump out of the frying pan and into the hot tub, because if you get California hot tub rectal gonorrhea, it'll really burn your ass.
This has been a public service message brought to you by the Citizens Against CHTRG Foundation. California hot tub rectal gonorrhea. We're not going to take it sitting down.
Okay. Today, we're going to talk about how great chicken nuggets. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. I love chicken nuggets, it's true. I bet I love chicken nuggets more than you do. If you don't like chicken nuggets, we can't be friends. Me and chicken nuggets till the very end. Honey mustard barbecue, sweet and sour sauce. Can I get 3 of each? I'm gonna eat them all. If you like chicken nuggets, then you know just what to say. I love chicken nuggets and I eat them every day. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. I eat chicken nuggets when I eat. I eat chicken nuggets while I'm in a tree. I eat chicken nuggets when I'm drinking tea. I don't want 5 or 10, I want 23. Chicken nuggets is my favorite food. Eat them anytime, I'm always in the mood. If you like chicken nuggets, then you know just what to say. I love chicken nuggets and I eat them every day. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
And why is my mic so low? So low. Sokoa. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good.
Alright, I think we're good. This works for me. I believe.
I believe we're on the air now. Okay, good. Welcome, everybody.
Can I talk and have a normal voice?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. I don't want to sound like a chipmunk or Darth Vader.
No, we don't want you to do that. Although it would be interesting to see how you are in a dark, deep voice.
You know what you sound like right now? On like Dateline or whatever when someone wants to disguise their voice. That's what it sounds like.
I kind of dig that, actually. I kind of like that because, yeah, there you go. Well, we know you sound like with a high pitched voice. Let's try Darth Vader. No, we want to hear Darth Vader say, "Hi, I'm Darth Vader." Really, you're not even gonna play along. You're gonna be that stuck up. Hi,
I don't like this.
Come on, you just gotta play along. I turned it off, but come on, you gotta stop being such a killjoy and play along every once in a while. Have fun with it.
I don't like the way my voice sounds anyway on here.
So what's the big deal?
It's even worse when you do those things.
Oh, God. Just get over yourself. Stop it. Just have some fun, for crying out loud. Gee whiz. You also don't like being on camera and talking in front of people either, but you're doing it. So, I mean, the fuck is going on? So... anyway, happy Monday. We're back in. Sylvia, what's up? Just tuning in. How you doing? John Monroe, of course, our resident alien fan. He's in here as well. And welcome. It's a Monday the 2nd of June. We have reached, in one of my Facebook posts, we have reached Jumanji level 6. We're in hurricane season now down here in Florida. So... Yep, it's time to go ahead and power up or use those extra mushrooms that we have for getting big so we don't go ahead and float away, whatever the case may be. So let the games begin. Anyway, if you'd like to join us, the number is right there on the video screen. If you are listening to us on Facebook or YouTube, 813-699-5595 is the Google line. Go ahead, 813-699-5595 if you'd like to go ahead and tune us in. If you are listening to us on one of our two audio stations, it's Power One Radio and Sunset DAB, and also I believe Rocksteady 94 as well, both over there, over the pond. You can go ahead and tune in to us on Facebook. Search The Charles Richardson Show, although Facebook is being a bunch of buttholes right now, so it's coming on my profile, my Facebook profile, but it's not coming through on the page. Go figure. Why? I don't know. It's nothing wrong with it. I'm still able to sign into my page and everything like that, but it's not, whatever. Just Facebook's being, penis licks right now. But YouTube is up and running. Same thing. Search The Charles Richardson Show. There's our channel right there. On YouTube, go ahead and feel free to subscribe. It costs you $0.00. We're having a discount. Buy one channel and get the second for the same price. Basically $0.00. So buy one free, get one free right here on the Charles Richardson QVC channel. So that's what we got going on there. So again, happy Monday, happy June. We're midway through the year of 2025 already. And my first week, my first full week, actually, of being an insulin-dependent diabetic. I will say this.
You've been doing it before that. It's been more than a week.
Well, it wasn't last week. It was the week before that I went in, right? So this is like last week was like my first full week. Ray says I want a refund. Yes, sir. You got it. I'm not going to be like that. Disney, please don't sue me for $500,000 because you went on a water ride and didn't realize you were overweight, and you took the responsibility of doing that. So it's on you. But no, my first full 7 days, Sunday through Saturday.
I thought it's been longer than that. I thought it's been 2 weeks. But
it may have been. Again, what did I go in? I went in
You went into the hospital on a Monday.
Yeah, I know it was a Monday. Was it the week before Memorial Day or the second?
Yes, it was the week
so
before
it was the 19th. Okay. So it was the 19th there. I got out on the 21st. I think it was a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. So last week was my first, again, Saturday to Sunday, a Sunday to Saturday
You
first
only
full
spent
week.
one night in the hospital. It was just Monday night. So you came back out.
I came back
home
on
Tuesday.
Wednesday. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I spent 2 nights.
You did not. You spent one night.
I went in. And,
Monday in the morning.
I went back to work on Wednesday. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But Wednesday was the first time that I had to start taking insulin.
Okay, that might be the case.
Regardless, it's been 11 days since I've started this insulin thing, which, by the way, I thought they were going to give me a handful of days and then I have to see my doctor or something like that. But no, it's like, I've had 11 shots, which it's this 24-hour insulin that they give you, which is supposed to last in your body for 24 hours. But, man, you kind of feel it when you shoot it up. Sunset Radio Erie right there. That's their chat name. Hello from Dublin. Hello. It is late over there, is it not? I mean, isn't it bedtime over there in Dublin? I mean, no offense. I would love to keep the people listening. That's great, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning over there. Go to bed. You late night hours, you late night freaks over there. Come on now. No, I love you guys over there. Listen, I've always had a thing. I love the people over there in Ireland, England, the UK. We were broadcasting on a few stations over there, so we have all the love and respect for the people over there. And it's just when we go ahead and do our show live, it's early as fuck over there. It's midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. Richard Bradshaw in the house, part of the J4F family. What's going on, Richard? How you doing? But yeah, we love the people overseas. They love us. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, we love us and everything like that. John, who basically shared, his pain with me. Basically, when I went into the hospital, it's like, dude, I'm doing diabetes too, and I'm suffering as well. And apparently, he actually had a wound in his foot that is taking forever to heal, and that's part of the problem. Is the blood flow is just not there anymore, and you get this pain in your feet, sometimes tingling, sharp pains, and all your very extreme extremities, if you know what I mean. So like the fingertips, not the fingers, or and stuff like the tips, the toes, stuff like that. It's really scary. He said, I've been going to wound care for a hole in my foot. It was healing great up until last week. It got a little deeper and wider. I got tomorrow to go see it. So, oh, shit. So, that's what I got to look forward to. I got to look forward to going ahead and getting holes in my feet. I'm going to have holy feet.
Not necessarily.
I'm going to have holy feet. Rich said, how you feeling? I listen, I'm actually getting to that story. So since I got out of the hospital, it's been 11 days since I've been insulin dependent. Now, again, I'm only taking one shot. I'm not doing it 3 times a day or anything like that. It's one shot at nighttime. As a matter of fact, I probably should take it on my break because usually it's between 8 and 10 that I take my shot. And it's supposed to be a 24-hour insulin, bullshit type thing. So I got to do that. So one of the things is, and I had a major problem with just going to sleep, and I'm waking up 3 or 4 times a day, or 3 or 4 times a night, just having to go pee. And even if I don't drink anything else after I've peed, I gotta go pee again and again. And like I said, on a good night, it's 2 times. But I've had, times that it's been 4 or 5 times. So it's just, it really is. So how do I know it's actually working? Well, not because I test my sugar, because I don't. even though I should. I don't like pricking my fingers. I'm not doing that. I hate it. I refuse to do it. I'm waiting for this thing where they stick it in your freaking arm, and apparently it is a needle. It stays in there for like 30 days.
Not.
I thought you
It
said it was a
pokes
needle.
you at first, and then it just stays on you for.
But it's still a poke. It's still
but
a needle.
One real quick poke, and then it's done.
But it stays in you, right?
There's a little catheter that stays in you, but it's not the needle itself.
My point is, it's something stuck in me, even how small it may be. Because the needles I poke myself with, they're small, but I hate them. I hate doing it. I hate it.
Yeah, but you won't feel it once the needle's gone.
Yeah, well, whatever. So I'm waiting for that little thing that you stick on your arm, and you put your phone to it, and it magically appears a 3-digit number. And that's what I'm waiting for. Hopefully a 2-digit number, like 90, 80, something like that. That's like really good. Recently, my A1C's been in like the 10 to 12s, which is shit. Like we're talking 300 to 400. That's what they describe the difference is. Like if you're in the 10, your average blood sugar per day is like 320. If you got 12, it's like 380, 390, sometimes 400. So it's been shit. It really has. And I've been taking metformin, glyburide. So there's a couple things I've been doing. Rich says now I've been eating snack cakes all day long and I need to stop. Dude, that was me. Little Debbie got me. Little Debbie's been my ho. Ho.
No, those are Hostess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hostess may sue me for that one. But no, Little Debbie made me her bitch. It's like, we keep it in the house. And as a matter of fact, there's still some out there that's been like over 2 weeks old.
No, I ate it the other day.
Okay. My wife saved me.
The last Swiss cake roll is gone.
The Last of Us. That's actually a show, The Last of Us.
Yes, it is.
John says mine was a 9. I got next week to see if it went down. Yeah. And see, the thing with those A1Cs, man, it's like every 90 days they track that shit. Rich says, but if I don't eat any snack cakes, I don't feel good. Well, it's called withdrawals, man. So see, when you smoke, I've heard, when you smoke, and all of a sudden you quit smoking, quitting smoking is a good thing. Doesn't mean it's going to be an easy transition. You're going to probably go through withdrawals. Oh, Sylvia says hers is an 11. Damn, girl. Yeah, she needs to be like an 8. 7.9 was the lowest I've been, and 6.7 obviously is where they want you to be at. That's like the threshold. So, yeah, I'm using it as an example. Richard said he's never smoked, which I believe. Even if he did smoke, what the fuck am I going to say? But no, it's kind of like a smoker trying to quit, or somebody that always has soda and quits soda. Sometimes you go through withdrawals, and then you talk like this because you have to drink something else because soda's not supposed to be good for you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Going to the bathroom like 4 or 5 times a night. Started taking insulin. The first night, I only went once. And it's really never been more than once that I've gone. I think there was one time I did it twice, but I think I had a lot to drink.
Sometimes go 3 to 4 times a night.
Well, you gotta get your blood sugar checked then too. I mean,
I don't think
you're the one drinking uncensored Coke. You're doing it without the condom. I'm just saying. So.
Yeah, but whenever I've had my blood sugar tested, it's been fine.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. Good for you. I mean, my blood sugar, every time I have it tested, I want to faint. Even when I was in the hospital, they tested it, and it was like 300 something when I went ahead and did that, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna get you on we're gonna give you the diet food here at the hospital. You're going to get very little stuff. It's just water. And I did. They went ahead and gave me some insulin before I went to bed. Woke up, said, okay, let's test your sugar. 220. I'm like, it's still 220 even though I haven't done shit. I haven't ate shit, really. I mean, what the fuck?
You also weren't getting any exercise either. Yeah.
Well, I don't get any exercise. That's the thing.
You get more than you were getting when you were in the hospital.
I don't know. Me laying on my ass playing PlayStation. Did you call that exercise?
No, but you get up and walk around. You go to work. You walk around at work. You're getting a little bit more activity than you are laying in a hospital bed.
Maybe my next job, my background ever comes through. Maybe I can go walk around and do some exercise there. Richard says, never smoked. I drink 0 sugar, Coke, and Dr. Pepper. Oh, yeah, my wife loves the 0 sugar shit.
Yuck.
Well, you're like saying, listen, if I'm going to go on the diet, we need to go ahead and start dieting because anything you can drink that doesn't. And you did do the lemonade, which is fucking loaded with sugar.
Well,
There's
I also
no diet
got
lemonade.
iced tea, which has absolutely no sugar because I don't drink the sweet tea.
But the thing is that
iced tea is actually very good for you.
Okay, but lemonade isn't.
No, but I got some of each because I figured that I can cut out the soda. That's cutting out a lot of other crap that I shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not a sugar issue, so I can drink some lemonade.
But you know something? What? It doesn't matter if it's a sugar issue for you. It's still sugar, it's still carbs, it still can keep the weight on. So what difference does it make? That's the thing. By the way, lemonade, 25 grams of sugar. I know Coke is like 50 fucking something else.
So it's still cutting it down.
It's still cutting it. You're right. You're right. Coke sugar content, 39 grams of a 12-ounce Coke. So, all right, a little bit. You're kind of about half.
I'm drinking the 20-ounce Cokes. I'm not drinking the 12-ounce.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 20-ounce Coke. There you go. There you go. 65 gram. Yeah. Coma.
This says 58.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I think they're lying.
Oh, this is not a 20 ounce. It's a 16.9 ounce.
There you go. That's why. But anyway, still, a lot of sugar. Yeah. Ray says, you cut out soda. It's a big change. Mine is 5.9, his A1C.
Well, I haven't cut out soda yet. I'm using up what's left in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But
he says he takes metformin twice daily and an
McFormin?
hour.
Does he get that from McDonald's?
Can you let me finish?
Sorry.
Take metformin twice daily and an hour on my exercise. Oh, an hour on my exercise. I miss Sprite, but that 0 shit sucks. See, that's the thing. I know I was born into a diabetic family because my mom was diabetic. So she always used to do the diet stuff. Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi. If it was diet, it was in the house. If it was, trust me. But the one thing that my mom never knew was, hey, listen, what we drink is one thing, but it's another what we're eating. John says he's snorting a quarter lines of Coke. Miami approved. All right, I don't know what that means. But yeah, my mom never knew. It's like, she was, my dad first off, stepdad. My stepdad was a big hamburger eater. I swear to God, we ate fucking hamburgers 6 times a day. All right, 6 times a week. I'm sorry. We ate hamburgers 6 times a week. And there was these
Is
big... Is
that why you don't like tacos?
I never really cared for tacos, to be honest with you. I had nothing to do with that. I never been exposed to it. Tacos and I like Moe's. I like the chicken the chicken burritos, not the ground beef. It's just I think I'm just fed up with the ground beef. I don't care for it anymore.
I could make chicken tacos.
Okay, then do it. That's what I'm talking about. Take the seasoning, the Taco Bell, and put it in the shredded chicken or cube chicken, whatever, chop up chicken, and there we go. See, and I've been lazy and I haven't learned how to go ahead and count carbs or whatever that is. So tonight, we had tacos for dinner, and my wife made some nice, juicy taco style meat with some taco rice. Yes, I know rice has got the carbs. I get it. But so what we had was we had lettuce, we had cheese, we had sour cream, we had salsa, taco rice, meat, and then we had the bowls, which was made out of a tortilla shell. Before you go ahead and bash me about the tortilla shell, the tortilla, I can't say it right. The shell was actually made from carb-friendly tortillas. But I took a look in the back, and it said 32 grams of carbs per one tortilla. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? They said this is supposed to be carb healthy, blah, blah, blah. But then I read, it has this big thing on it that says 32 grams of carbs, 28 grams of those is dietary fiber carbs, meaning you're only getting 4 carbs per tortilla. And I'm thinking, well, that's bullshit. They're just, using that to better phrase it. So I looked it up. Is fiber, dietary fiber, something that will spike my blood sugar? And it actually says no. It may even stabilize it. So I'm thinking, shit, okay, there we go. We're good. So I know the meat has very little carbs, maybe some. The sour cream had like 1 carb a serving, 2 carbs a serving, whatever. 2 carbs a serving for the salsa. Now the rice, that's the only thing that I had to look up.
Yeah, but you didn't have a whole lot of rice.
I had a scoop each bowl.
Yeah.
So, and of course the tortilla. So I think if I really go, I think I went under 20 carbs for dinner. If you really count it, maybe 25, maybe 30. Let's just say 30. But the taco rice, that's the only thing that I have a thing with, is the taco rice carbs. And I wish I could see. Here we go. Nora's rice sides taco rice. Here we go. 220 calorie. Here we go. Nutrition. Here we go. So because we do the Nor's, KNOR. They have some rice sides, and there's one that's taco rice, and it's fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. For a packet of taco rice, there's 2.5 servings per bag. Now, obviously, we made a bag. There's 3 of us, and there was still some left over.
Yeah, so we didn't
go through all 2.5.
serving.
Yeah, so we didn't have a full serving, but for a full serving, and I'm just going to go ahead and assume 48 grams of carbs. But 3 of those were fiber, so it's 45, technically, right? Technically. Mm-hmm. I'll say 3 carbs for sour cream, 3 carbs for salsa, couple of carbs for cheese. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I think I was under 60 carbs for dinner, which is, I think that's supposed to be like you say, between 50 and 60 or under for a meal. I've heard people doing the low carb shit. It's like 60s for the day. Like, I don't think I could do that. I couldn't do that.
But you're cutting back on what you would normally have. So that's
care, Richard.
the important part.
Take care, Richard. Thanks for tuning in.
Is that you're doing less than what you were doing before.
Yeah.
And you're, it doesn't have to be overnight. You just cut everything out and then you just eat, lettuce all day. It can be a gradual thing, and you just need to cut back on the carbs. You don't have to cut them out entirely.
And Ray was saying he looks up the free app called Carb Manager. Now, see, I've seen apps to go ahead and track diabetes and carbs and shit like that. They want you to pay for a fucking membership. It's free for 7 days, and then we're going to ding your card like $40. Like, it's bullshit. I really want it to be free. It's a free app, but is it going to charge me if I use it? I really hope not. But you say he tries to keep his carbs under 100 a day. I'm not going to lie. I kind of cheated today. I went to McDonald's. I had the filet o fish, and I had a double cheese. And filet of fish is $35 already, so I already know I'm screwed.
So, if you did that without the bun,
yeah,
you would be okay.
35 for the filet of fish, 34 for a double cheeseburger, and I had a small fry. Small fry carb. McDonald's. 30 grams. Okay, so I was bad. I had 105 grams of carbs.
Well, I
bad.
had my little tuna to go thing.
Yeah.
And half of my mac and cheese because the kid that I was working with wanted some mac and cheese.
He ate your mac and cheese.
He had some of my mac and cheese.
How dare he?
I gave it to him.
How dare he?
Oh, and I had an orange.
Okay. So 105 for lunch, 60 for dinner. It's 170 carbs that I had. Breakfast was almost carb free because for breakfast I've been having egg omelets. And the eggs, basically, the only thing I have to worry about with the eggs is the calorie count, 420 calories. It's kind of high for 6 eggs. So I have 6 eggs, and I have the sharp cheddar, finely grated sharp cheddar, and some diced ham. And I put that shit in there, and it's almost nil. I mean, I think there's a couple of carbs in there, but it's like maybe a handful for both servings. So 170, 180 carbs for the day. And, for what I'm used to going in, getting a freaking McGriddle with a couple of hash browns, and that's going to kill it right there. That's going to be like 90 carbs right there. And then you go ahead, and I'm doing lunch, which I've been finding this one pizza place that's got a Sicilian crust. Just forget about it. Like literally, in Italian form, forget about it. Just forget about it. It's just over. And then, when I come home, it's like, snack this, snack that, little Debbie cakes and fucking, chips and all this other shit. But it's just really, man, it finally, when I start thinking about it, it killed the shit out of me. And that's the reason why I went to the hospital. It sucks, man, but it's the reason I went. So, man, I'm trying.
You have to find some better snack options. You can snack, but you need to make sure it's better options.
I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, I'm trying to stay away. I mean, I'm still falling and doing a fast food thing here and there. Like for lunch, at least, it's not really a whole lot of options I have. And I hate bringing my food. It's that's just one of those things that I can't do. Just hear me out. So McDonald's, I've been trying to stay away from the fries. I had they have this buy one get one thing, and I usually do that with a Diet Coke. They usually do that. So the buy one is double cheeseburger, which we already said is like 30 grams, 35 grams of carbs. But the other one was a 6-piece McNugget. And I just go ahead and, I call that. That's 15 grams of carbs for a 6-piece, and I have some barbecue sauce with it, so add 5 to it. So that right there is like 50-something carbs for lunch. I mean, not too shabby, right? It's still kind of right below that line. It's less than I would have had. Far less than I would have had. But you're right. If I did it without the bun, as a matter of fact, if anything, I wonder.
I bet that fillet of fish hardly has any carbs without the bun.
Probably not. You're right. Yeah, even a 20-piece McNuggets, 51 carbs. That's a lot. 10-piece McNuggets, 26. Yeah. So maybe if I have a 10-piece and a soda.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess.
Yeah, because the nuggets don't have a lot of carbs to them because there's not a lot of breading on it.
Yeah. Ray says, keto under 50 daily. I can't do that, but portion size is big, and I've used this app for 2.5 years. They have a premium upgrade, but free version is fine. He also adds, I gained 5 pounds in Orlando, so vacation calories don't magically disappear. Sadly, damn you, Disney. Yeah, I get it. The calories...
You were kind of bad when we went to Disney.
How bad was I?
Well, the ice cream and...
But, I mean...
And you went to Golden Corral and...
But I didn't really have a whole... I went to Golden Corral for breakfast.
Yeah.
Eggs was my thing.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Your cheesy hash browns.
I had a scoop of that. I have to do my cheesy hash browns. I have to. But I guess, yeah, you're right. Yeah, obviously you can't win. You can't win. Being diabetic sucks. You can't win. You can't live a lifestyle that you like. You just can't win. But
we were also outside and walking around a lot more than we normally are.
Yeah, thank you.
When we're
thank you.
Out of Disney.
I doubled up on the carb, but also doubled up on the walking.
Yeah.
I doubled up on the walking and also went ahead and then just... Well, I also was bad with Lilo and Stitch. I mean, very bad. I mean, so... We went up Friday on Memorial Day weekend. And we went to see the premiere. Not the premiere, it was the second night. Second day of Lilo and Stitch. We went for an afternoon version because we were going to have lunch there. Have lunch, wait for the hotel to get ready, and then we'd head over to the hotel.
Well, it was the dine-in theater.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. So, first time going to the dine-in theater, by the way. You would think it's like you'd sit down, there's a menu, they take your order, they bring you the food. No. You have to go to the lobby where there are 5 registers for 20, well, I think there's like, I think there's like 20 theaters that are dine-in. And they have 5 registers.
I think it was 16.
Whatever.
But
that's like... That's
but
not even.
They're not as big as your average theater. There's not as many seats.
Right, I get that.
In each one.
But still.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So anyway.
Well, it was good we got there early.
Yeah, well, that's why I told you. It's like, we need to get there because we don't know what we're dealing with. We really don't. So we went up there, and, obviously when you order the food, it's just plain. I wouldn't say plain, but it's just like, you got burgers, you got...
My chicken sandwich was pretty good.
Chicken sandwiches, you got pizza, you got, kids' meals and stuff like that. You got your sides, and of course you got your popcorn and everything like that. Well, this is where I killed... I pretty much killed myself for anything for that day. And I got a pizza. Cheese pizza. No pepperoni, no nothing. Just regular cheese. First of all, the pizza wasn't that great. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't. But I was hungry, and I ate the whole thing. So, yeah. Go ahead and just chalk up 1 million carbs for that meal. And the only exercise I got was my eyes, and was tearing up towards the end of the movie. That was the only exercise I got. By the way, when you go into that theater for the dine-in, they got recliner seats. They got heated seats. So in case you're freezing your ass off in Florida.
No, it did get kind of cold in the theater, though.
No, it didn't.
I was cold.
Oh, you're cold in any weather. Could be 90 degrees out and you're cold.
I was cold inside in the air conditioning. But the heated seat really didn't do a whole lot of good for me because my legs were cold.
leather seats for that matter. And then you have the little tray that swings both ways. Yeah. John says Charles breaks down into sugar. Yeah. Leave me alone.
I even said to you, because it doesn't cost any more for the dine-in than it does for a regular ticket. I said, if we're going to go to the theater at Disney, we could go to that one, the dine-in side, because the seats were so comfortable.
Telling you they were. They very were. So I mean I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was very comfortable, very nice. It felt good to put my feet up and have all that leg room, where you don't really have that leg room unless there's like nobody in the front the row in front of you.
Yeah, there was like a good amount of leg room, plus you could recline your seat. So you even still had a good amount when you had the seat reclined.
Yeah, exactly. I'll wait for you.
I'm just going to grab the pen from the dog.
Oh. So, John says cheese breaks down into sugar. Is that true? Cheese breaks down into sugar? So, basically, you mean to tell me if I go ahead... I go ahead and have cheese, I really can't have cheese either? Can I eat cheese on a low-carb diet? Yeah. Especially a keto diet. Cheese is generally low in carbs and high in fat, making it a good fit for low-carb eating plans. In fact,
what about sugar, though? That's different. Carbs and sugar are two different things.
Sugar is part of the carbs. It's part of the carbs. Sugar. Less than cheese, generally low in carbs, blah, blah, blah. Goat cheese. Well, I'm not care about goat cheese. I don't care. I'm not going to eat a goat. Yeah. No, there's not a whole lot of carbs and cheese, sugar and cheese. Cheese generally has a low glycemic index, meaning it has a minimal impact on blood sugar.
Okay.
So what the fuck? What are you talking about, John? I don't know. I think
Maybe he's misinformed.
Possibly. So anyway. So that day we went to go see Lilo and Stitch. By the way, great movie. If I'd never seen the cartoon version until the week before, watched it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready for this movie. I'm ready for the live action Lilo and Stitch. So went ahead and went there. We went there early because again, we'd never been to the eat-in theater. You know what I'm saying? Where they bring you your food. So we got there early just to make sure, and I asked, hey, listen, how does this all work? I asked the concierge up there. Well, what theater are you in? What time's your movie start? Like 12:30. Said, okay, well, you want to order around 12:05, 12:10. I'm acting like a freckled dimple teenager. Yeah, I want you to go ahead. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can make this a little more interesting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead. You have to order your food at about 12:10. You want to give it about 20 minutes to go ahead and order your food. And make sure you order your food before you order your seat. Once you order your food, you go ahead and you pick up your drinks and popcorn if you ordered them. And then, and only then, can you go to your fucking seat and sit down like a good little bitch until you bring your food.
Needless to say, I went ahead and I went to the kiosk where there was a mob of people in line at about 12. And I'm thinking, there's no way in hell I'm ordering at 12:10. There's no way. It's not happening.
But our food got there before the movie.
Yeah, it did. It did. And I think we actually did order before because I was waiting, and we were both waiting in separate lines. Like, whoever gets to a kiosk first, yell for the other because there was at least one person waiting on each kiosk. So, and the one I was at right there, I was next in line, and this fucking European bitch, asshole, not bitch because it's a guy. It's like, all right, I see the screen, present payment. And he's like looking around like, what the fuck do I do? He's talking to his boyfriend next to him. It's like, hey, go. He's talking to him and he runs and comes back with a list like, hey, this is what we need to do. Like, my God, you know there's people waiting here. I almost lost it. I wanted to throw him through the kiosk. But then, finally you saved the day and you got to a kiosk and said, hey, hon, over here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let me get the fuck away from this Euro trash.
I didn't know I was saving the day.
You did. You saved the day. You really did. Oh. You know about that big fat comedian that always is talking about buffets and everything? I showed you a couple of his clips. Get out of the line. He always said that. Get out of the line.
Get out of the line. I will kill you. Hello.
You're freaking out the dog.
Hello.
How was the food?
The food, for me, the pizza was all right. I mean, it wasn't that great. But the thing is, that's what I ordered, and I had to stick with it. I'm not going to go ahead. And I paid $17 for a little personal 10-inch pizza. Personal is a little bit bigger than personal, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
My
you got
food
all
was
in all.
good.
How was yours, Alyssa? What'd you have?
I had a chicken sandwich. It was good.
Yeah, was it good?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Charles, I got to break your balls a little. You got to watch out. I know it's hard. It's hard for me, too, but you got to watch out what you eat. Like, that cheese turns into sugar, and the pastas and the white breads. And I'm sure you've had a lecture from the doctors and shit, but just be careful.
But, dude, what do you I get the pastas and the breads. I get that. Where are you getting your information about the cheese? I'm taking a look. Cheese doesn't have it.
It's a milk products.
Yeah.
I was told not to, use milk products because it turns into sugar.
I mean,
look into it.
I'll look deeper into it.
Yeah, look into it. But that's what I was told. So, but even though I'm not a big fan on creamer because I drink a lot of coffee, I still put milk in my coffee, but I don't use creamer.
Well, I got the sugar-free shit, which is less than a gram of sugar. So
right.
But then again, it's also for that whole bottle of like International Delights sugar-free stuff. There's 63 servings in there, and I think I go through that in like 10 cups. So, yeah, it's 6 servings for me.
No, it's been rough for me. It's like they wanted me to go sugar-free and everything, and I tried things, and I just can't do it.
Some of it tastes like garbage.
It's disgusting. Stuff without, it's disgusting. I don't put sugar in my coffee, but try to get sugar-free stuff to eat. It doesn't taste right to me.
It's a different taste. I'm not gonna lie. It's I've had like for instance, there's a time where I went ahead and I mistook Alyssa's Coca-Cola for a Diet Coke, and I went to drink it, and it's like, wow, sugar. Oh, God, that tastes strong. And it's like, is this mine? Sometimes the diet tastes a little bit heavy, a little bit sweet, but I give it to Alyssa, and she makes the face every time she drinks the Diet Coke, and it's like, that's diet.
Hey, you were saying something about on your arm. Are you talking about scanning to get your sugar?
Yeah, there's one of them that's called a Dexcom. That there's like a little pod that you put on your arm. It lasts like a week, 2 weeks, or a month, or some shit like that. And you basically hold your smartphone up to it, and it actually can scan your blood sugar.
Right.
That's
my doctor Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and it's like, my doctor was recommending that too. It's like, well, you're not taking any insulin, and this is back before I went to the hospital. So you're not taking any insulin. It's going to be tough for your insurance to approve it because this is basically only for the people that take insulin.
It's tough. It's like you were saying before, like pricking your finger. I don't check my sugar that often.
I don't check it at all. That's the problem.
It's basically I don't check mine either, but I do every now and then. But my doctor's been battling with the insurance, trying to get me that thing you're talking about, the thing that goes on your arm and you scan it, But it's the insurance, it's tough to get. But she's still trying to work ways around it to get it for me.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but yeah, if you get your doctor on your side, that should help. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She's trying to. It's battling.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was calling in anyways just to test out the phone. Everything's going well. And nice to see you guys back on.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for calling in,
right.
and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. So, yeah, I don't know where he's getting this, that the sugar breaks down, because the sugar, on cheese, I should say, where the cheese breaks down into sugar. I don't see that, but he does make a point of dairy. He does have a point there. So maybe it's something I'm not seeing. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong labels. I don't know. But it's like, usually the dairy, it's more pasteurized, or how do you pronounce it?
Pasteurized.
Maybe it's more pasteurized. Maybe it's like they break it down to the point where it just becomes cheese. And because milk, I know, has a high carb count. I know that. But cheese is like, I checked the bag of cheese. It's like, less than 2. I know John, he writes dairy products. Like, he's pounding it in my head like I didn't listen to him. It's like, yes, I know you said dairy products. I get it. So maybe it's something I'm not seeing. But I will look into it, because listen, this is it's my life right now. It really is. I will admit my feet do seem to feel a little better. I mean, I'd still feel like it was before. Sunset Radio, one of their representatives says it's processed food. Yeah, processed food, I heard, is a pain. But the thing is that, we get the deli ham and the deli turkey, and, that's also, again, unless the label is lying to me, which I wouldn't be surprised. But unless the label is lying to me, it also says it's not very high in carbs nor sugar. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm seeing, what are we supposed to believe with the nutrition labels? What are we supposed to believe? Because honestly, what I'm seeing, I'm trying to make the best decisions besides going to McDonald's and Burger King for a small meal, and I'm talking about small, like not the large meal, like the large fry, large drink. I'm talking about like a small fry with the burger or a fillet of fish, whatever. I know it's the bun, and that's the killer. It's like, damn it, is there some fucking fast food that I can go with? It doesn't have a fucking bun besides Taco Bell.
Think outside the bun, hon.
Oh, fuck that.
Here's the thing. Yes, it comes with a bun. You can ask for it without the bun, or take it off.
Listen, I can't get naked in the restaurant, and that's where I usually go ahead and do that.
Take the bun off of whatever it is that you're eating.
Oh, gotcha. Sunset says, don't believe everything you read, especially labels. I mean, what the fuck are the labels for? Honestly, if we can't believe what the damn label says, why the fuck did they even put it on there? What's the point? What's really the point? I mean, I'm over here trying to make the best decision possible with the information that's given to me. That's the best decision possible. And now it's like, well, don't trust the label. God. This is why honest to God, and this is not somebody that's suicidal. This is why I think, just let me live my life the way I want to live it and just fucking let me go when nature calls. I can't. This is making it too freaking complicated. It makes it so much a pain in the ass.
But you know what? I think what you've been doing so far is good. And you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to cut out all carbs and all sugar for the rest of your life.
No.
It's not going to happen.
I'm not saying I'm going to.
So what you're doing, I think, is good. You're cutting back. You're trying to do better. You're trying to make an effort.
Yeah,
and that's what matters.
I know I'm not going to cut out all carbs.
So
I get that.
I wouldn't worry about all of this other stuff so much. I would just worry about, okay, you're cutting back. You're doing better than you were before. And that's all that we need.
I guess.
That's all that you can really do.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we get to the top of the hour. John says, you can do it, Homer Simpson. Whatever. Thanks. It makes me feel so much better. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about transgender sports. We know why. Walt Disney is getting sued again in his fucking water parks. And a couple of videos that I found funny that I went ahead. And also, Aldi is being sued as well. So lawsuits all over the place. And some kid just got... Anyway. Listen. We got all that and more coming up. Good news is at the end of the show, and we'll be right back. We're going to have 2 songs playing, about 8 minutes worth of tunes, a minute of a bit or so, 9 to 10 minutes. Go ahead and take your break. Go ahead and grab something to drink. Take a cat nap if you're over there in Ireland, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning over there, and we'll try to be back as soon as we can, all right? So stay where you are. We'll be back right after this.
We need a break. Be back soon. This is The Charles Richardson Show.
each other, excited because of a cigarette. Same situation when one sister brought beer and we hardly dared to drink. Then first things though, and we drank vodka with orange juice. We always knew that it ends up like this. Hit me with trash talk, with good for nothing but material. A few fuzzy shots are all that remains. Later we swapped the juice for a bull and fell in love with the same girls. Yeah, eternal nights and the good and the sad, stories and sudden turns. Now we share Billy or symbols of antiques, and we smoke more than we ever did. Hit me with trash talk, but good for nothing but material. A few fuzzy shots are all that remains. Trash talk, but good for nothing but material. A few fuzzy shots are all that remains. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Hit me with trash talk, with good for nothing but material. A few fuzzy shots are all that remains.
Walker? I am extraordinarily busy, sir. I just wanted to ask about the chocolate. The lifetime supply of chocolate for Charlie. When does he get it? He doesn't. Why not? Because he broke the rules. What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir. Wrong. Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if, and you can read it for yourself in this photostatic copy, I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc. Memo bis punitor delicatum. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Another ear-bleeding segment. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah! We're in hour number 2 of the Charles Richardson radio program, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Just search the Charles Richardson Show, and boom! Go ahead and see us. Except for Facebook today, you can see us on my private profile, our personal profile, Charles Richardson. Apparently, the Charles Richardson Show Facebook page is being a little shitty. Yeah. So we're having to deal with that crap. I'm not sure if it's Restream or if it's Facebook or what. But we're not on there. But we are on Rockin' Waves. Making waves or rockin' waves. So how you doing? How you doing? Power1Radio.com is our flagship station on the audio end. So you can search Power1Radio.com and listen to 80s and 90s dance hits throughout the rest of the day after we're done and before we come on again. And also we're on Sunset Radio DAB and over there in Ireland, where it is, I believe, 2 in the morning right now. Everybody's still awake over there. I think the bars don't close for like another 3 hours over there. And then they open up in another 4 hours. I think that's how it is in Ireland. They're open like 23 hours a day. So, John was mentioning, because we had Aldi to report on. You know, Aldi is a supermarket group, a grocery group, I should say, that actually is buying out another grocery group called Winn-Dixie, which is mainly in the southern areas of the United States. And apparently, you know, because they're, you know, being sued, but they're being sued by a completely different reason. John says 10 years ago they got caught selling horse meat. Like, not cow, horse meat. Thank God it's 10 years ago. But listen, about that same time, 10 years ago, I went in and I was looking at the, you know, I was just seeing what the hell they had, because like, ooh, what is this place? You know, and I've gone in to like Save-A-Lot. Not the term Save-A-Lot. There's actually a store called Save-A-Lot. So I went into Save-A-Lot. It's like, you know, I noticed that, you know, they sell some brand names pretty cheap and or relatively the same price, but not any more expensive. So Aldi, I'm thinking, okay, let's take a look at Aldi. Wait a minute, I have to put a fucking quarter in here to get a cart? What the hell is this? I already had a red flag there. You have to put a quarter to get a fucking cart. You mean tell me I have to pay for my cart? Oh,
you get it back when you return
Oh,
it.
you get it back, yeah. What if I don't return it? I just paid 25 cents for a cart. How about that? I don't think
that's on you for not returning it.
I don't. No, I paid 25 cents for a cart. You know how much those carts cost? I think they're losing money. I think everybody that goes to Aldi, put that quarter in there. Just take a quarter. 25 cents is nothing nowadays. I'm surprised they don't put a credit check on you to take out the cart first. Like, there's got to be some, like, Bluetooth thing you have to tap, and it has to run your credit. Okay, you can take the cart. We trust you.
Some stores have carts where the wheels will lock up if you try to leave the parking lot.
Yeah, but I don't think Aldi's one of them.
No, but
I think I can take their cart.
Heard of that.
I think I can take their cart. And
Yeah.
even if they do lock up, the fucking cart's in my car. It doesn't use the wheels. I'll just break the wheels when I'm done.
But
put
what are
new
you going to
wheels.
use it for?
I don't know.
If the wheels don't work, what are you going to use it for?
Listen, as the way the world is going, I'm probably going to end up homeless. I'm probably going to end up pushing a cart anyway with my belongings in it. Might as well stock up right now. Might as well go ahead and get ready to go. Like, you know, have like 2 or 3 carts. One of them, you know, has my clothes. The other one has any type of, you know, electronics or anything like that. You know, my iPad and, you know, Samsung pad or whatever.
Now, see, you could do like, what the heck was the name of that movie? The Terminal, where he returns all of the carts in the airport. You just go to Aldi and return all the carts that people didn't return and collect all the quarters.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to find them all in one location. Yeah, I'm going to find them there. Yeah. Oh, I'm what the hell are you talking about? I'm going to have to search all of Charlotte County for the rest of the Aldi carts.
No, what I mean is,
I know what you mean.
If people leave them in the parking lot and don't actually put them back in the thing.
Oh, they don't do that. They're a bunch of freaking penny pinchers, so they're already bitching and moaning about the quarter that you have to spend and get back whatever. And John mentioned, do you have 5 or 10 cent bottle returns? I remember that when I was up north. Oh man, we used to go ahead and collect a whole bunch of recyclables, and we go ahead and it's like 10 cents a bottle. We have like 100 bottles. Well, we'll walk. Oh, there we go. And speaking of John, he wants to tell us something about that 5 to 10 cents.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
All right, I hear you talking about it. So do you have to pay for bottle returns there? Do they charge you?
No, they don't charge us for bottle returns. We don't get any money either.
I'm just saying, okay, up here, we have 5 cents. Used to be 5 cents. They collect on the bottles and the cans. Well, Connecticut, they upped it to 10 cents. So
yeah,
we got a Stop and Shop up here. It's called Stop and Shop.
Yeah, I know the place. I'm familiar with Stop and Shop.
Okay, well, they got a thing where, say you go return all your bottles and you want your cash, right? You got to fill out something where the money that you get from the bottle returns goes on the card, and you got to spend the money inside Stop and Shop. I took bottles the other day from my
It's like
sister,
a store
right?
credit.
Like a store credit, yeah.
Yeah, I told my sister because she wanted it was like $25 I got because she collects them.
Mm-hmm.
Took them back for her. She wanted to use that money to go buy her granddaughter a present, something that she wanted, money towards it. She couldn't believe it. She flipped out. So I gave her all the paperwork and everything. She went down there. She ended up arguing with them so bad. They gave her the $25, but they told her from there on out, you bring bottles here, it goes on a card, like I said, and it's like a store credit.
That's such a
I don't
bunch
like
of
that.
shit.
It
I don't like that.
Makes you have to spend that money. Anyways, so you guys don't have bottle returns, huh?
No, we don't have them up there. I know there's only
No.
like a handful of states, and they're mostly in the Northeast.
We have
right
our own recycling bin that we put out every week with the garbage.
Yeah.
Right.
And they come and collect it.
Even used to be Gatorade bottles. Gatorade bottles.
Yep.
The nippers that alcoholics drink, they even got a 10-cent return on that. Because in Connecticut, they're seeing a large increase of nippers all over the place. Towns are complaining. So they put a 10-cent tax on that,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
It is. I mean, listen. I remember going down like when we lived up in Hudson. It's a little bit north of Tampa. When I was in high school,
Right.
Back then we went ahead and collected all cans. We squished them down, put in a big bag. We had like a whole shit.
I remember doing that too.
Yeah, we had a whole shitload of cans that we put in the back of my stepdad's pickup truck, and we drove it down to the recycling bin. They weighed it and they paid out cash.
Right.
So that's kind of
I
cool,
remember that.
but no, they don't do it no more.
Yeah.
I think
back in the 70s, late 70s into the 80s, they did that here in Connecticut. Then they stopped that. Then they started putting 5 cents on bottle returns,
you might
But yeah, we
still
should-
be able to do
I-
that
we
if you took the cans to the recycling center.
I don't think so, but I'll look into it.
Yeah, so that's I had to ask you about that. I didn't know if you had it or not, but you
Yeah.
answered my question.
I remember going up north to visit my dad, and I used to see the 10 cents printed on the glass bottles, and it's like 5-10 cent returns. Like, okay, where's this? And it said Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont, and a couple
Yeah.
other ones. Connecticut, I guess, is one of them too. So
All up and down the East Coast,
Yeah.
Maine, and even on the can it says California too. California, I think it's like 15 or 20 cents.
yeah, well
But
they
that's
need to pay more.
California for you.
They need to pay more. You're right.
It's exactly, a lot more. All right, guys, have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Bye.
All right, John in the house. 813-699-5595. Want to go ahead and give us a call? You can. But like I mentioned, Aldi is in the news, and because Well, I'll tell you. I'll just show you. So this is what they're in the news for. So obviously Alyssa can't see it but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
I can see the backside of your screens.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. So Chips Ahoy and Oreo Mondel's is suing Aldi over similar packaging. So take the Nutter Butter packaging. You have that wafer that looks like an infinity sign, and it says Nutter Butter there in
Looks
white
like a
letters. Right.
Shaped like a peanut.
Whatever. Shaped like a peanut. Kiss my ass. White bold lettering with a blue little background. And then you have the Aldi brand where it's called peanut butter cream filled cookies. And it's got a white background. It's got a white bold lettering with like a black or brown shade. And it's a round cookie with a similar wafer style. How is that being sued?
Doesn't sound similar.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
I have seen some of, because I've gone into Aldi a couple of times, but I haven't gone there very often. But I've seen some of the Aldi brands do look very similar to the name brands.
Yeah, granted, Nutter Butter has the red packaging with the graphic on it.
Mhm.
The Aldi one has the red packaging as well. The like I said, the wafer of the cookie has like a fence, like a chain link fence pattern to it, similar to Nutter Butter, but it's clearly not infringing on the font, nor the name, nor. I mean, when you're talking about red packaging, I think they're going to lose this one.
Yeah.
But let's go to another one. Chips Ahoy. Now, you know how Chips Ahoy is.
Yeah, it's blue and the white lettering, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's actually white background with blue lettering. But you have Chips Ahoy, and it's got that big fucking exclamation point at the end. Chips Ahoy! And in this particular one, you got a light blue background with some, with a pattern to it, with like, some art pattern. And the cookie is there next to the Chips Ahoy wording, and there's a bite taken out of it. A big cookie with a bite taken out of it. You take a look at Benton's, which is the brand that peanut butter cream Nutter Butter was. And down there, you have 2 chocolate chip cookies, and the wording is chocolate chip and then cookies. Now, the O and C have a red underline, kind of like the exclamation point, and the lettering is darker. The packaging is darker. There is no pattern on the packaging. It's just plain blue packaging, dark blue, with the cookies on it. Where exactly is the problem? So I'm trying to get this lawsuit down now, and it's just I'm not feeling it. Then we come to our favorite, Oreos. And Oreos, has got that big, bold white lettering with the light blue background. They have a light blue that goes to a dark blue backdrop with a big fucking Oreo right there in the middle of the packaging. Looks like it's diving in a pool of milk. So you got that. Then you have down at the bottom the Benton's one. And it has original chocolate. And original is in big, bold words. And then in tiny letters, it's chocolate sandwich cookies with vanilla cream. And it shows 2 sandwich cookies which have a different pattern than the Oreo does. What is the deal?
I don't know.
How do you go ahead and even take on this lawsuit if you're a lawyer? Are you that desperate?
All I know is Aldi's chocolate mint cookies taste like Thin Mints, and they're delicious.
They probably are. They probably are Thin Mints. But I'm just saying, I think that whole lawsuit is bullshit. and just somebody wants to pee in our cereal.
Yeah.
Although the cereal's is not reported. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Like, I've seen the Aldi's mac and cheese, like the Easy Mac bowls, look almost identical to the Kraft ones.
So Easy Mac should sue Kraft.
They're not.
Right, of course not.
But I'm just saying, like, there are certain packaging that I can see that with, but from what you're describing, it doesn't sound like it's the same. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I've tried to describe it as best in the radio format as I could, like just pretending you can't see it. That's all. So, yeah, but that's what the Aldi is getting sued on, is because 3 brands, Chips Ahoy and Oreo, they're suing it because of similar packaging. The snack brand Giant,
Even some of the Walmart brand stuff looks very similar to the original.
Yeah, I don't understand why
The
nobody's
name
suing
brands.
Walmart.
I don't know.
I don't get it. Now, of course, going back onto my McDonald's harp that I had McDonald's today. So here's a mostly audio, but it's a video clip, but mostly audio.
Welcome to McDonald's. Will you be using our mobile app today to make my job easier? No, not today. Great, thanks for the help. Go ahead with your order, sir. Yeah, I don't know yet. What do you guys have? I have a mountain of credit card debt, 2 kids I'm pretty much over with, and a serious lack of goddamn patience. What about you? Oh, no, I meant like what kind of food do you have here? Oh, my bad. So you did mean to ask that really stupid question. All right, well, if you'll notice that giant screen directly in front of your face, it should tell you exactly what we have here. Well, what would you recommend? Leaving and never coming back. That's typically our bestseller. I'm not saying that on the menu. Alright, you know what, sir? On top of flipping burgers, running the register, and waiting for f***ing idiots to order their food, I have a manager who's 16 years old giving me orders all day, rent that is extremely far from being paid off on time, and a dangerous late-night shift at the local 7-Eleven. Where in all of that makes you think I'm willing to sit here for a couple minutes so you can read an effing menu? Damn. So is there attitude on the menu as well? Because I feel like that's all I've been getting today. Alright, screw it. You're getting a McChicken with mostly spit in it and a medium Coke without any ice. I'll see you at the second window. Welcome to McDonald's.
It should be a medium Coke with only ice.
Yeah, exactly. All right? It's like no ice. That's a dream.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
A lot of people request no ice.
Yeah. Here's another one by an idiot worker.
Okay, now that I've shown you everything on the POS, you can go ahead and take this customer's order. What do you want? Could I just get a cheeseburger with just ketchup, nothing else? So you want just ketchup? On the cheeseburger, yeah. What? He said, cheeseburger. Don't tell me, ring it up. Okay, so 2 burgers. Seth, he just said a cheeseburger with just ketchup. It's a pretty simple order. It comes with pickles on it. Do you want pickles? Oh my god! No pickles. What about onions? Seth, he could not have been clearer. He said just ketchup. Okay, so just ketchup by itself? You're gonna die by yourself. But for the 3rd time, Seth, cheeseburger with ketchup, nothing else. Does he want cheese? I'm gonna violate the Geneva Convention. What's wrong? It's a cheeseburger, Seth. So what goes on that? Pickles. Cheese! Oh, right. I can just order online. Shut up. Let me handle this. It is in the name, Seth. Now, please, for the love of God, ring up a cheeseburger with just ketchup. I don't know how to read. How did you get hired? Showed up and had a pulse, I guess. Why do we get paid the same? Okay, now that I've shown you everything.
I love this guy. This guy is actually Josiah Schneider. And he does some of the... You know how you have these videos with the same person that plays all characters on it?
Yeah.
That's him, and he does such a fucking great job.
Oh, is that the... I've watched a few of his videos. They're pretty good.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. It really...
There's been a few... It was like... when they invented restaurants, and it was like a whole thing, and I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah.
You'd have to watch it to
well, yeah.
And I don't remember all the details, but it was just funny.
Yeah, you have to go ahead and see it, how it just, yeah. Here's I'm not going to show it to you, but there's a billboard with a cute little white dog. It says, "Have you been left home alone for more than 10 minutes? You have rights. Call the paw firm of Bacon, Treat, and Good Boy." I love that one. That's cool.
Meanwhile, my dog's looking at me like, huh?
Yes, bacon. Somebody say bacon.
Treat?
Treat?
Did you say treat?
Good boy.
She's not a boy.
Good girl. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of a tranny thing now going on too. It's like, well, hold on a second. Good boy. That means they're only catering to dogs that are boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you gotta wonder about that. There was one other one here that I wanted to do. I can't find. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna find this funny, but this is not what I was looking at. But this is. I thought it was funny.
If you fill your butthole with helium, then super glue your cheeks shut, you will not float away into space like a cool human balloon. You will just vomit and pass out, then wake up in the hospital after they pop your noose open with a spring-loaded cheek spreader and deflate you like a meat whoopee cushion. If you fill your
I think they wanted to find out like what would happen.
So someone actually did that?
No,
That's
God,
really
no.
stupid.
But I know that's probably what they're gonna fucking do now.
I mean, what is this? An episode of MythBusters?
Please don't do that.
Please don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home, please. Please don't. Another lawsuit at Disney, and they're calling this permanent catastrophic injuries from a water park ride.
Okay.
And this is back again 4 years ago, 2021. Permanent injuries. Eugene Strickland is seeking $50,000 in damages. Well, that was 4 years ago. You'd think they'd probably up it to like $500,000. Against the theme park giant in a lawsuit filed May 29th in Orange County. Those damages stem from physical and mental injuries that Strickland claims that he suffered while riding on the downhill double dipper, the Triple D, at Disney's Blizzard Beach water park. Strickland, who weighed
Which one is that?
I
Is that the wedgie maker?
think that's the wedgie maker.
Oh, okay.
Downhill double dipper. I'm gonna Google that real quick because I kind of want to know. I have a feeling it's the tube one. The one that you go in a tube?
The one that we went on?
No, not that one. Oh, that's the one that you race. That's the races.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not the big one. That's just a race. Anyway, Strickland, who weighed 334 pounds at the time of the incident, 34 pounds above the water ride's allowable weight limit, alleges in the lawsuit that he was dislodged from his Disney inner tube as a result of the ride's exhilarating speeds, a reference to the ride's description on the Disney World website. Disappear in a black, this is a quote, by the way, disappear in a black hole and plummet 50 feet downhill at exhilarating speeds. That is the description of the high-speed water ride on the website. Hurtle through darkness, then emerge just in time for the big splashdown. Again, after becoming separated from his inner tube, Strickland, Mr. Fatass, landed forcefully on the side's plastic surface, causing him to sustain serious bodily injury, such as disability, scarring, disfigurement. The lawsuit states other alleged injuries are mental anguish and the loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life.
Wow, that's pretty severe.
That's pretty bad. I mean, that's only worth $50,000. Really, I'd sell that right now. Strickland claims the theme park is at fault for his injuries, stating in the lawsuit that Disney had a duty to warn him of dangerous conditions at the Triple D high-speed water slide premises. All right, so let's make sure we understand that Disney has a duty to warn him of dangerous conditions at the DDD high-speed water slides. Disappear into a black hole. First off, that would be anybody that has any issues with
claustrophobia, fear of the dark.
And plummet 50 feet downhill at exhilarating speeds. Basically, you're out of control. You're not going to be able to stop.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure when you're looking at the little map inside Blizzard Beach, it tells you weight limit, etc. Height limit. Things like that. Doesn't it?
Doesn't say the weight limit, no. Does say height, but not weight.
Okay.
They don't want to embarrass anybody.
Well, I mean, they're not going to weigh you, but if you...
They're not going to call you out either. That's the thing.
Well, no. But if it says, people above certain weight should not ride, then...
No, because then that would be discrimination.
Well, no, because that is under their discretion. Just like, the warnings about people with heart problems and pregnant women and stuff on other rides. It's at your discretion. If you still choose to ride it, then they are not liable. But if you know that you have this condition or that you are over the weight limit, then it's on you if you go on it still.
Yeah.
That's not discrimination. That's just saying, yeah, okay, that's waiving our liability on that situation.
But even now, okay, say they just take the fucking... Just say they take the weight limit out of it, okay? He's over here claiming that Disney had an obligation to tell him how severe this ride is. It states there you're going down high speeds from 50 feet up.
Right.
You weigh 300 plus pounds, big boy, and you're plummeting 50 feet down. You know you're going out of control.
Yeah, you're going to go fast.
And if you don't know this, then you're a dumbass and you just stay off the fucking rides. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. There is warnings everywhere. And a lot of it is for people with high blood pressure, heart rate, heart issues, back issues, whatever the case may be. I would like to know what disability he has. Because it sounds like he's got no fucking problem going ahead and picking up a pen and paper and suing somebody.
Well, to be fair, a lot of disabilities, you can still pick up a pen and paper and sue somebody.
Yeah, I guess.
Or someone else can do it on your behalf.
Yeah, true. But anyway, it's like, people are suing. I mean, they already have like a $10 million lawsuit from this woman whose husband happens to be a lawyer, and said, "Oh yeah, we got mangled with this wave that came by on Typhoon Lagoon. How the fuck were we supposed to know about this fucking wave? It's so big. That's dangerous."
The whole siren going, rah, rah, rah.
Not even.
Wasn't your
Not even.
clue?
We were just there last weekend, and it's clearly there's a big fucking buoy that says,
yeah,
big waves ahead. I mean, and again, unless you're a moron, you're going to get up and brace yourself for said wave.
Granted, the first time I sat down in the shallow area thinking that it wouldn't be so bad over there, and I was mistaken.
Yeah.
I got tumbled around a little bit.
It still has a fucking pretty good force.
I mean, I wasn't seriously injured. I just got tumbled around a little bit. And then I was like, "Oh, I should not sit here."
and you can safely say you are a bigger woman.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, this one here, she's like athletic compared to you. You mean to tell me she's really gonna go ahead? Oh my God, I scraped my leg. I want $10 million.
I mean, I had a little bit of a concrete burn, you know.
You want to know
but
something?
I was okay.
I tripped up the steps going into his, and my ankle still hurts. My shin
Does it
still
really?
hurts. Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt as bad anymore, but
Yeah.
it did hurt, and it's lingering. I should have sued them. Probably.
You
I think
probably
what?
still could.
Yeah, probably $50 million. I think we'd be pretty good. You know, listen, I tripped. And I went ahead because you guys have steps going up and down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down. I didn't know which way was up, which way was down. All of a sudden, I stumbled, and it hurts.
That one was ridiculous because it was like 3 steps up, then 4 steps down, then 2 steps up, then 5 steps down.
Whoever made made that maze of steps going up and down, up and down, up and down for the same fucking ride. Usually, when you go for a ride, it's steps going up. There's not a step going down, or it's going up.
Or was that the other one that we had to go up and down?
No, the one that we went down, that was the one that the autistic kid kept cutting the line.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
Yeah, but when his dad found him,
I didn't even know about that. What happened? Pissed at who?
The kid.
Oh.
The dad was pissed at the kid for running off.
Well, where the fuck are you, Dad?
Well, it was while you were waiting for your glasses. I thought you saw it.
No. I had no
He
glasses.
comes down the slide again, like for the 4th time, and his dad comes. Well, the guy that was in the pool, you know, waiting, the lifeguard there, he was like, "You gotta stop cutting the line," and the kid was like, "But the line's too long," you know, like he kept saying, you know, "The line's just too long. I can't do it. It's too long." And then his dad comes up as he's in the middle of the lifeguard's in the middle of trying to talk to him, and his dad's like, "What were you doing? You were supposed to stay with us. Why? Where did you go? What were?" He was mad.
You were supposed to stay with them. Hey, you're the parent. You're supposed to know where the fuck your kid
Or
is.
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't exactly what he said. He was mad anyway.
Yeah.
He grabbed him by the arm and walked off with him, and you could tell he was mad.
Pay attention to your fucking kids. Honest to God. Listen,
Yeah.
I get autistic. I get, you know, I get kids that are a little bit mentally challenged. I get it. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not.
He clearly didn't understand
Yeah.
that he had to wait in line.
I'm not.
Or wasn't able to wait in
I'm
line.
not blaming the kid. In this case, I'm blaming the parents. Where the
Yeah.
fuck do you get where the kid is allowed to take that march over and over and over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden
It was quite a journey to get to the top of that slide.
Yeah.
Too.
So you imagine it's like, really? You didn't know where your kid was for all that time?
Yeah.
Really? I'd call DCF just on that.
Well,
You're a bad parent.
I mean, the kid was probably 8, 9, maybe.
I don't care how old he was. Where's the parents to watch him? Obviously,
But-
he has mental issues. He's challenged. He needs somebody to be with him 24/7.
He needed a little bit more supervision than what he had, at least.
A little? How about a lot?
But yeah, you got to know your kid. Like, if you, like, our son is 9, but there's no way in hell we'd let him go wandering off on his own in a water park because we'd never see him again.
That's right. It's over. Actually, I think he's fine. I think he'd be fine. Honestly, I really think.
I think he'd have a hard time with meeting back up with us whenever it came time to meet back up with us.
Maybe,
And I think that was what the case was here with this kid. But they should have known that he wasn't capable of handling that responsibility of being on his own.
I love the fact, if that was really what he said, and it's like, you were supposed to stay with us. You really think that?
He said, I don't think that was what he said. I think
okay.
it was more of, where were you? But
he was right here passing us by.
But yeah, he's been here the whole time.
Yeah, he was there and then down there and then came back up really quick.
Yeah.
Kid, yeah, I mean, listen, I wish I had his stamina.
Right?
Yeah.
He climbed up and down those stairs pretty quick.
Yeah. Just like this athlete that won the girls' high jump and took home the gold. there in California in the Nationals. The student's name is A.B. Hernandez, who is transgender. And he is transgender competing in a women's event. This shit needs to fucking stop. And honestly, I know Trump is doing what he can. I know he is, because he's already passed some laws already in regards to boys play men's sports, girls play women's sports. He's already done that. If you have any criticism towards Trump, drop it for the second about this. This, I feel he is on point with, to the point where the silliness needs to fucking stop. It really does. There was a point that there were two women, female competitors, who refused to share the podium because of this. And I think that is just bona fide right there. I stand with those women right there, and I'd say, yep, you have every right, because that's unfair. It's bullshit. It's just not right. And anybody, I don't care who the fuck you are, anybody that thinks this is correct is a fucking idiot. Moron. You're an idiot and a moron thinking that this is correct. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're for the movement, the trans movement. I don't care if you're against the movement. I don't care if I'm boring my wife to sleep. I don't care.
I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Yeah. A transgender athlete bested the competition Saturday in the California High School Track and Field Championship to take home gold in the girls' high jump and the triple jump at a meet that has stirred controversy and national attention. A.B. Hernandez competed under a new rule change that may be the first kind nationally at a high school sports governing body. California's governing body changed the rules ahead of the meet to allow more girls to compete and medal in events in which Hernandez competed. What's that got to do with transgenderism? I don't know. Hernandez finished the high jump with 5 feet, blah, 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 blah. Co-winners Jillian Weddlehead and Leanne whatever were also cleared that height after each logged a failed attempt. The three shared the first place win, smiling as they stepped together onto the podium. Hernandez wrapped up the night with a first place finish in the triple jump, sharing the top spot with Kiara Grant Hatcher, who trailed by just over a half a meter early in the afternoon. Hernandez placed second in the long jump. So wow, couldn't even beat the long jump. Olympians Marion Jones and Tara Davis Woodall previously set state championship records in the long jump in 93 and 2017, respectfully, both surpassing 22 feet. This year's winner, Lauren Webster, topped 21 feet, with Hernandez trailing by a few inches. The California Interscholastic Federation announced the new policy earlier this week in response to Hernandez's success heading into the championship. Under the policy, the Federation allowed an additional student to compete and medal in the events where Hernandez qualified. The two-day championship kicked off Fridays. First off, number one, this is a stupid rule. So we're going to allow somebody with better genetics to go ahead and compete and probably win, but we'll allow one more person to medal just to make up for it. So in a sense, basically, you're ruling out a chance to finish first and settle for second is pretty much what it is. During Friday's qualifying events, an aircraft circled above the stadium for more than an hour with the ban No Boys in Girls Sports. Two groups that oppose transgender athletes participating in women's sports, the Independent Council on Women's Sports and Women Are Real Council, took credit for flying the banner. And it just keeps going on and on and on and on. It's very simple, and I don't understand why it just hasn't been the norm now. Now all of a sudden the norm is like, well, whatever gender you identify as, you can compete.
I think that it's everybody getting butthurt these days. Oh, sorry, I'm tired.
Everybody getting butthurt these days. What are you talking about?
Like-
Explain that.
So the people, the transgender people are like, oh, well, you can't say that I can't do this because I believe that I am this. And so then they get all butthurt about it, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think one of them actually said that they took to the criticism and said, get a life. Well, we do have a life, and it's the one that we were born in. You're the one that had to go ahead and change because you weren't happy with your life. And you need to, you couldn't hack it in the male world, so you want to go into the female world and try to hack it. So we're the ones that have the fucking life. You're the one who decided to go ahead and change bodies or identify somebody else. John's going to save the day on this one. And identify as somebody else, but yet we're the ones that need to get a life. I think you need to go back to your original life and actually deal with your life just like the rest of us, real people. Go ahead, John.
That's right, real people. Transgender needs to fight against transgender. They don't go against women. It's testosterone. They're gonna kill them. You might remember this on Alex's show. Within the last 5 years, there was he brought up a point. It was a guy that became a woman, got in a boxing match with a female, and pulverized her face. They don't belong there.
I get it. I get it.
They don't.
Here's the thing, too. It's like, all right, we got these people in the trans community, or even the people that support the trans community. Well, they have the right to change genders. They have the right to do this, blah, blah, blah. Fine, they have the right to do it. They don't, however, have the right to compete equal for equal in sports. They don't. They don't have that right. They don't. You need to compete from what the gender you were born in, and there's only two.
That's right.
There's only two genders. I don't fucking care what anybody says about, oh, well, there's hundreds of genders. No, there's not. There's male and female. That's it. Pinpoint blank, period. That's it.
Goes all, to me, it starts all back from, who was that swimmer there? Jenner?
Yeah, Long John Jenner.
Long John Jenner.
Yeah.
That goes, it's insane,
Well, actually, it was
getting more rights than we are.
It was
not right.
It was Bruce Jenner. He was a track
Bruce
and field.
Jenner.
He was a track and field star.
But he competed as a male. He never competed as a woman.
No, but I'm just saying in general. He supports that. I can almost guarantee it.
Well, of course no, I don't think he supports the sport thing. I know he supports transgender movement, but
yeah, okay, maybe I could have it wrong.
See,
but,
you can support transgender, but also listen, I don't care how much hormone therapy or how much shit that science is pumping into your body, you ain't losing your muscle mass. You ain't losing this. You ain't losing that.
Especially in boxing or karate, whatever. They're going to box it especially. They're going to pummel that female.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It's really crooked. It's crooked that even... and listen, I get probably California doing this. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but I'm just saying.
California.
It's just a fucking joke, and the fact that they went ahead and they downplayed this shit like, well, okay, we know that the guy's gonna come in, compete as a female, he's gonna whoop your ass, so we'll let one more person medal instead of not letting him compete. So you guys can all fight for second place. First place goes to the dude. He's gonna beat your
Yeah.
ass, and whoever comes in second, there you get your silver medal, and you go ahead and celebrate your victory.
Unreal. Sick. Makes me sick. I want to puke.
Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna wrap this shit up, man.
All right. Have a good week, guys.
You too. So, yeah, I mean that sums it up in a nutshell. We don't have time for another break, so we're gonna go ahead and go right into the good news, because that's what we do. We do some good news to overtake the bad news. If you don't like that, then I don't know what to tell you, but here it is. Let's go ahead and go with the good news right about now.
Preemie twins, given no chance of survival, are now thriving thanks to a revolutionary co-sleeping cot. A new specially designed twin cot is bringing comfort and connection to families in the neonatal unit at Glasgow's Royal Hospital for Children, allowing preemie twins to sleep safely side by side. Keeping twins close can support their development, strengthen their bond, and offer comfort, not only to the babies, but to the families who may not be able to stay by their side overnight. But the co-sleeping cot also meets the practical demands of neonatal care. Each side can be adapted to suit individual needs, with the option to place a heat mat under one baby for extra temperature support. The entire cot can also be gently tilted to help ease reflux, which is common in premature babies. These features mean twins can remain side by side while still receiving personalized care. A news agency reported this week that premature twins Macy and Marcus Lee were given no chance of survival, but have now stunned everyone with their remarkable recovery after being cared for in the revolutionary co-sleeping cot. The pair came into the world at just 29 weeks and were the first to benefit from the co-sleeping bed at the Scottish Hospital last December. Their parents, Jennifer Pryor and Darren Lee, were told to expect the worst at their 20-week scan. They were warned their babies would be so premature that they would likely be stillborn. Little Macy was born weighing 2 pounds and her brother Marcus just 1 pound 3 ounces. But they made such incredible progress in the neonatal ward that they were able to go home after 12 weeks. They most definitely saved our babies' lives, Jennifer said of the hospital staff. Being told the worst was likely to happen, then for the complete opposite felt like a miracle took place. I'll never forget the feeling of thinking I wouldn't leave without my babies. I was there day and night since the day they were born, hoping someone would give me some hope and confirmation that they would survive. Someone definitely heard our prayers, and as time went on, they only thrived more and more, with very little complications. One of the neonatal nurses in charge of the hospital, what the hell? Some ad just popped up and is in my way. Well, I can't even read it because the stupid ad is in my way, and I can't close it.
Oh, it's one of those that's probably has to, you have to wait to the X.
I found the X.
Yeah.
All right. One of the neonatal nurses in charge of the hospital charity says this cot has been a brilliant addition to the unit. It gives us the flexibility to care for twins in a way that's safe, practical, and centered around the baby's individual needs. It's much easier for families to interact with their babies, which is so important, and it really helps support the kind of personalized care we strive to give every day. Now, proud grandparents... Oh, no, this is another thing. Sorry.
That's
It looked weird. It like skipped on to another story afterwards. It was strange. Anyway. So, yeah, that was it. But it's pretty cool that they can keep twins together and it helps them.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost comforting to the point where it's like, well, you get to go ahead and have that interaction or that feeling that, your twin is there.
Right.
And it's like, that's given more drive, I guess.
Well, that too, but also like when you've got twins in the NIC unit, you can only be with one at a time. So it's hard to divide your time and be able to visit both of them and spend the time that's needed to care for both of them. If they're both in the same bed, then you can be with both of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to do, really.
Yeah.
But they're making it happen, and that's what makes it awesome. Make sure you go ahead and check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube, you can search The Charles Richardson Show, and magically it will appear our Facebook page and on Facebook, and of course YouTube is our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to both. Like, share, do all the things you need to do to go ahead and show us how much you love us. Because, God damn it, that's what we're awesome. We're awesome. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you over there on Power One Radio. Thank you over there on Sunset DAB, Rocksteady, and all the other supporters that we have going on. We love you, and we will see you on Wednesday. As the Monday and Wednesday editions are starting to come to a close. We'll have more on that as everything proceeds, but for now, Monday and Wednesday, 8 to 10, we will let you know when or if that does change. For Alyssa, I'm Charles. Take care. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there.